So this is really a test for me, um, testing to see how to incorporate this. So I got it set to private. It's going to be, I guess it's going to end up under podcast once this live is over. Um, but anywho, here goes. She passed away. I cracked. And not just a little crack. It was like a dormant volcano began to awaken. But the pain internally was too great, so I numbed it. I buried it by pouring into any and everyone because I never wanted anyone I cared for to feel the unexplainable thing I was feeling. At the same time, I was afraid of myself. I felt the anger and hatred rising in me, and I thought if I could ignore it, numb it, focus on anything else, I could save myself from destruction. Because who else would save me? Who would love and take care of my children the way I could? So I tucked the grief away. And there was never really any time for it anyway. The person I made vows with was too busy with their own desires or too afraid to be the person their words promised they would be. And as I was in a fog of pain and sadness and trauma, I just didn't have the capacity to fight for what wasn't serving me. And even though I didn't realize it at the time, God was doing a thing. Even still, when I began to question Him. Subconsciously, I was looking for the truth. I was looking for answers. I was calling out to God from my pain, my hurt, and my confusion. Most days, I can't even recall actually praying in the traditional sense. It's because now I realize my prayers were in every heartache, tear, frustration. Every time I held it together in public, but couldn't wait to get behind closed doors to let out every emotion that they placed in me. That's how I was raised. To keep my emotions in check, not because they were wrong, but because they were too real, too honest, too open. And in a society that's not ready for truth, honesty, and openness, well, those emotions became a dangerous thing. Yet and still, I didn't fully understand that concept. So I just kept moving through life because what else could I do? Failure is not an option. And besides, there was a silver lining. Her passing brought me and him back together. The absent father, the other half of me. Thank God called him home too. And I can remember saying something along the lines of, "What the fuck, God?" But my real anger, I was downright indignant with both of my parents. Like, not only was I not prepared for them to leave, and I felt like if I had known what they were going through, I could have somehow changed God's plan. And also, they left me to deal with all of their situations, the unhealed baggage, the paperwork, the power struggles, the people that were never really for them, just using or manipulating them. And I felt like all of that delayed my own grieving. Because remember, I was already wearing a mask for my kids, but now I was wearing a mask for family and friends too. And it's a different type of feeling when you go to sleep loved one day, and the next day, your first loves, the very first loves of your life, are no longer on this earth. And then it's an even harder truth to face every day after that. You start to look for that love in any and all things, people, and places. Stay tuned for part two. Have a blessed day.